What's up, guys? That really gross guy here. We are back with a short little video for you guys, updating you guys with Warframe, a little bit on the channel, and of course, because it is the holiday season, I do just want to say, for those of you who are celebrating Christmas, Merry Christmas. For those of you who maybe celebrate something else, maybe Hanukkah, or whatever it is you do, this is the holiday season. You may have some time off from work, school, whatever it is. I hope you guys have the best holiday, the best time off, the best New Year's, all that good stuff. Spend some time with some family, some friends, whoever it is that you love. Make sure you spend time with them. That is very important. If you we only have so much time in this world, and it's good to get out there and do what you love. Speaking of things you love, I hope New Year's, all that good stuff, your aspirations, maybe you set some goals in the new year. I wish you the best with that. I really, truly do. I like to set goals for myself. I do that every year, but I also believe that anytime you have an aspiration, anytime you have something you want to achieve, you start then and there finding goals, short-term goals, long-term goals, whatever it is you need to achieve those goals. And truly, I wish you guys the best, and I wish you guys success. So anyways, we'll talk about some channel stuff in just a moment, very briefly. But in Warframe, we have a smallish update. We always get some sort of cosmetic type stuff, especially around the holidays. That's no different now. There are a couple alerts live that you can jump into and do yourself to get some Solstice weapon skins, as well as a Solstice Centuria Sayandana, if you would like to get your hands on those. The first one is the Tatsu, which is the two-handed katana. You're going to get a Solstice skin for that if you jump in and complete an alert. That is going to be a 10-minute survival, I believe, with level 50 to 60 enemies. So that's not too bad for early game players. You probably want to party up with a couple friends or something to make that happen. Especially, some high-ranking friends can probably get you through that alert in a breeze. And then there is also the lens. Explosive bow that you can that's in game. You can get a Solstice skin for that, which also looks really, really cool. So that is going to be a defense against the Corpus, level 50 to 60 enemies. So that's actually I don't want to say it's easy, because early game players might struggle with that a bit, but you could probably jump in with a couple friends and they could help you get through that as well. Or if you are an experienced player, you could probably solo the Tatsu Solstice skin and the defense probably by yourself if you have a good builds. But then lastly is the Solstice Centuria Sayandana, which I think looks really, really nice. It's basically a Solstice version of the Centuria Sayandana, and that you can get by running a disruption on Lua. And disruptions, in my opinion, are not really a game mode for newer players. You probably are going to struggle, with that game mode at new levels, especially because this is also level 50 to 60 enemies, which will increase as you get further into the mission. What you have to do there is complete 8 of the basically the objectives. That's like 2 full waves if you hit every single objective. Otherwise, you'll have to go until you hit all 8, as long as you don't mess up all 4 in a wave. If you play Disruption, you guys know what I'm talking about. But you're gonna have to go in that. That's probably going to be the most difficult alert by far compared to the other ones. You're probably going to want to go in with a pretty decent party. If you're going to solo it like I did, you're probably going to want to bring a pretty solid build. Personally, I ran a Mesa with the staggering shield, whatever you want to call it. Peacemaker was really helpful, and Tigress Prime blasting out enemy. Anyways, it was definitely something to challenge solo players, unless you're one of those min-maxed, you've got everything in the game. Maybe you won't have too much of a problem with it. But anyways, you can get those done. That's some of the holiday stuff. I don't know if they brought back any of the other Solstice skins. I do believe those are usually stuff like that you can maybe find in the market, or that is going to be something that you could probably get through Borrow Katir, or maybe the intermission for Nightwave. It might introduce some of that the previous Solstice skins in there, so I'd check those out, especially, you know, over the next couple weeks, or over the next week, because I believe it's a 7-day event. Anyways, but of course Railjack is a thing. It's been a thing for a good minute, but I haven't really been able to dive into it, just because my work schedule is just, you know, I work 6 days a week, 8 to 12 hours a day. One of those days is kind of up in the air. My hours that I work on, well, it's supposed to be one of my days off, but I get called in every week basically, and it could be at any time of the day, which is really, really difficult on me, especially if I want to sit down and make content for you guys. So I'm really struggling to sit down and make good, meaningful content. I'm just gonna throw this out there because I'm gonna have a video up for you guys talking about 2019 in review, talking about the channel and stuff like that. But one point I want to make is I've sat down after work and I've tried recording, and there are times where I cannot form a complete sentence because I can't keep my thoughts straight, and my job is just, it's exhausting, and I don't want to put out garbage content. So anyways, I really want to do more. I really want to be able to do Let's Plays. We're playing through Borderlands 3 right now on the channel. I want to do some more Warframe. There are a lot of projects that, to be honest, I kind of forgot I was even working on, just because I've had so little time to actually sit down and focus and edit and do a lot of those things. So it's been a bit of a struggle in terms of sitting down and doing content creation. And it's not because, you know, I love doing content creation. I love doing this. The problem is I sit down and I just can't think, and it shows, especially when I sit down and I try to like play through a game and talk. There's, for instance, in this video, there's probably times that I'm, you know, anyway, definitely something that is going to be something I have to work on. But yeah, anyways, I'm gonna do a year in review, 2019 in review, like I've done previous years. I talked about you know, TennoCon, and you know, I will be talking about TennoCon in the review. I'll be talking about a little bit of YouTube stuff in terms of, like, you know, YouTube's been crazy the last year and the year or 2 years, whatever, when it comes to their content creators and their guidelines and stuff like that. There's, I don't know, it's a bit strange, but it's not going to change my passion for doing YouTube. I love doing this, like I said, and I'm going to continue to do it. But I figure I've done it in the past because I can kind of look back on some of the things we've done throughout the past year, and maybe talk a bit about the future as well, because there are a lot of things I'd like to do, a lot of projects I'd like to pursue. There are some projects I need to just finish up and put out for you guys. For instance, there's a Tenojin skin in the background that's you guys have probably seen, which is the Nidus, really awesome Nidus skin. I haven't done a Tenojin on that because lack of time. I actually had a whole nother Tenojin video that was designed for the two Corpora skins for Excalibur and Nova. I had a lot of that recorded and I lost my footage on that, and it's just being able to find the time to go back and work on those things is really difficult right now. But anyways, yeah, I don't want this to be a negative video. I am truly excited and passionate about making content. I've purchased several games, AAA games like Remnant from the Ashes. I have Borderlands, which you guys have seen on the channel. There's several other new games that I really would like to play. There's even tons of old games. I don't want to say old as in, like, you know, Nintendo games, but there are some old games that I really love and enjoy, and I would love to go back and get the nostalgia and have fun and play around with some of those, like playing through the Resident Evils. You guys have probably seen some of that on the channel, or live streaming again. I'd love to get some of that done and stuff as well, but with my current work schedule and the fact that I completely rely on working as much as I do right now, it's just kind of my it's what I need. It's what I physically and financially have to go through right now. So in terms of content creation, I'm gonna try to do to put out videos for you guys, but at the same time, I won't sit here and fumble over my words and make really terrible, boring content for you guys. So yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna end this video before this becomes terrible, boring content. But like I said, I'm really excited. I really am excited about the new year and getting some things done. I've taken some money and set it aside so I could really work on some new crazy stuff. The new computer. I still have to fix my old computer. I've even thought about doing some really cool and creative stuff that's it's gaming related, but it's not Let's Play type content. It's very different, and that's stuff I want to talk to you guys about, maybe in Discord, and especially, like I said, in that year in review video that's going to be coming out probably a couple days into the new year, so I can look back on all the YouTube analytics and stuff for 2019, and we can talk about some things. But I do want to talk about the direction the channel's headed in, some really cool projects I'd like to work on, and just kind of chill with you guys and maybe talk with you guys, maybe inspire you guys. And you guys could of course chip in on the Discord, and we can talk there about some of these projects and things like that. So in the description you can find the link to Discord. But anyways, that's going to be it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for listening to me, and yeah, that's going to be it. I will see you guys again in the next episode. Blow.